Hey, I don't know what made me think about this, but I just started reminiscing on the time where I lived in my car. So see, I lived in LA for 5 years. And out of those 5 years, man, I stayed in my car for 8 months. Let me run you through the story of how this even happened. So I was pursuing music real heavy, man, and I got tired. I felt like I had hit a ceiling in Dallas, so I wanted to just out the blue move to LA. So I packed up my Monte Carlo, drove 21 hours to LA. Now, before doing so, I had visited LA for a weekend like a couple of months prior. I had told one of my guys who visit LA frequently that I was gonna be in town. He then told me he was gonna link me up with two people. One person so I can get some weed. At that time it was medicinal, it was not recreational, so I needed a medical card. So he was gonna lace me up with a cannabis plug and he was gonna lace me up with a studio. So I get to LA, link up with old boy at the studio. That was a great session. I reach out to the guy that was supposed to help me get some bud. Bro didn't answer. I'm like, damn, okay, cool. Next day passed, link up with the studio dude again. Everything love. Like mentioned, I was only there for a weekend, so let's just call that Friday and Saturday. Now, it's Saturday night. I'm done with the studio. I'm hitting old boy for the weed again, but bro not answering still. I say, all right, man, So I wake up the next morning. I end up missing my flight. While in the airport trying to rebook the flight, I get a call. It's from old boy. Basically telling me like, man, my bad, missed your call, whoopty-whoopty-wah. He say, where you at right now? I say, man, I'm at the airport, dog. Just missed my flight. He say, I tell you what, if you leave right now, just hit me up whenever you touch back down in LA and I got you. But if your flight end up getting rescheduled for later today, just let me know. I stay like 10 minutes away from LAX. I'll come scoop you and show you a good time real quick. I'm like, all right, bet. Flight got delayed till later. Bro, come and scoop me up. Man, that's a whole nother story. I'll make a whole nother YouTube about my LA trip. Bro introduced me to some folks, but after chopping it up with him, he really grew a liking for me. And I was telling him that no matter what my financial situation is, in a couple of months, bro, I'm packing up all my stuff and I'm moving to LA. He then told me he had a roommate that was about to move out. He did want his own space, but he was willing to let me crash there for 30 days just so I could get on my feet. So I'm like, bet. A couple of months passed by. I drive to LA and bro was a man of his word. He allowed me to stay there for 30 days. After that 30 days was up, man, we had clicked so tight. Bro was like, man, listen, I see what you're trying to do with this music. Man, just stay here for as long as you need to, bro. So, bam. I ended up staying there for quite some time, man. And after a while, you know, I started feeling bad because I wasn't bringing no money to the table. I was basically a starving artist, you know, not helping pay no bills or nothing. So I'm like, hey, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I appreciate, you know, being courteous enough to let me live here, especially like for an extended period of time. But man, I think it's time for me to just go ahead and dip. So shit, boom, I just started staying in my car. Now, before I even met bro, that was my intentions. My intentions was to, you know, drive to LA. Even if I had to stay in my car, I was willing to do so. So when this time presented itself, you know, I was already mentally prepared to do so. So for the next 8 months, I called Planet Fitness my home. And what's crazy enough is my boy Jose, it's like my brother, he ended up coming to LA and bro ended up staying in the car with me. So we in a two-door Monte Carlo. I'm in the driver's side, he in the passenger side. When it's time to go to sleep, you just do this right here. And that's it, bro. I'm talking about this was an everyday occurrence, bro. Like I say, man, I can make a whole YouTube video about my LA journey. That was crazy in itself. But just to fast forward you and get you to the point of this video. So boom, I'm living in my car for 8 months. And I was really reluctant to get a customer service job or a warehouse job because that's all I was doing in my life. You know, music was my everything, bro. Like I was not willing to get a 9 to 5. I just couldn't conform. But there were times in my life where I would go get me a quick little job. That way I can pay for studio time, or I can pay for a music video, or pay for some new clothes. It was always a reason why I was getting a job as opposed to just wanting to make money. So doing a little customer service job, doing a warehouse job, and You know, if it wasn't a customer service or a warehouse job, then I was doing Instacart or DoorDash or Postmates. And one day, bro, I'm driving. I happen to look to my left, and it's an old white man in a nice ass car. I ain't gonna lie to you, I can't even remember what bro was driving, but it was a foreign. Man, I look to my left and I say, man, bro not in the music industry, yet he's still able to live a lifestyle that I envision for myself. So in that moment, something clicked. I was like, bro, I'm about to put the microphone down for a little bit. I'm about to refocus and I'm about to just make some bread. Like, I'm not gonna make no bread so I can go to the studio or do a music video. I'm about to just stack up. So I got back to the crib that night and I say, you know what? My mama is a project coordinator. She would always tell me she getting paid about $30 to just take some notes. And when the meeting is over, she sent everybody that attended the meeting those notes that she took. And in that moment, this is what was going off in my head. Like, dang, I remember my mom was telling me something like that. So I just finessed my resume. I just changed the title from customer service representative to project coordinator on every job that I had. And I just started applying for project coordinating jobs. I end up having like 6 or 7 different interviews. Bro, I'm failing them. I'm failing them bad. I don't know what I'm talking about. I done took some notes and stuff in terms of like my talking points. But bro, I was in that mud talking just too much, trying to over talk myself into a situation. My mama told me, hey, you need to answer the question and just shut up. Don't do no extra talking. My very next interview happened to be with 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven had a new director for customer experience, and she was only looking for somebody who fit the energy of her team. She felt like anything under the sun could really be learned, but her main focus is making sure she picked the right person that's gonna gel with the team. So I let my personality show. I did exactly what my mama told me. I answered the questions. I shut up. I smiled. I laughed. I was just me. Boom, I get the job. The job ended up being for $75,000. Now, mind you, before making that type of money, bro, the most I had probably made was like $40,000, $45,000, like, you know, $18 an hour, $20 an hour. I think up to that point, the most I probably made was like $21 an hour. Here I am making a $75,000 salary. So I do that for like 2 years. After 2 years, of course, I got a raise. I think when I left 7-Eleven, I was like at $78,000, something like that. But when COVID hit, they had something called the Great Resignation. Everybody was leaving a job in search of a new job, mainly because for the first time, everybody was at home. So it gave them the freedom and the time to actually look at other opportunities. And there was a staggering number of people that was actually resigning voluntarily. I happen to be one of those people. Man, I ended up looking for jobs that was paying me $50 an hour and I wasn't gonna budge. Only because I was still at 7-Eleven, so I was good. If I didn't get another job, cool. But I end up getting that call. I told the woman I wanted $50 an hour. She said that's no problem. So I left 7-Eleven. I ended up working for Momentum Financial Services. They based out of Pennsylvania. I was in Dallas, just working remote. Man, bro, that was the easiest $50 an hour that I had ever made in my life. Probably because that's the first time I made $50 an hour. But it was easy, dog. I'm talking about easy peasy, bro. So boom, now I'm at 100K. And there would be times where, bro, I would just think back to, I can't believe, bro, just 2 years ago, I was sleeping in my car in LA, like lost, not knowing what to do, bro. And here I am making $100,000. So that was the first time, and that was from a 9 to 5. The second time I was able to generate $75,000 on my own. Basically what happened was Momentum laid me off. I had 6 months of unemployment. So for the first 5 months, I was only dedicating my time, energy, resources, and finances to my Budget Bible app. So boom, I'm doing that. It's taking longer than expected to materialize. So now I'm in the last month of my unemployment and I'm thinking like, damn, okay, I got 1 month. What can I do? Because I'm not ready to go back to corporate America. I like this freedom. So boom, I went and bought me a cargo van. Cause I remember I used to do Instacart, DoorDash, Postmates. I could make about $100 and something a day. I felt like if I got a cargo van, bro, I should be able to double, if not triple that, bro. At the very least, I should be able to double it, right? So boom, I go get the cargo van, and for a whole year, That's all I'm doing. I'm doing a cargo van. I'm working on my app. I got a couple other little side hustles, but I'm really focused on the cargo van and the app, right? The logistics business and the personal finance business. And to be quite honest with you, I haven't even maximized what I could really do with this cargo van. Like, to be quite honest with you. And it's all local. I'm not doing over the road. That's not my thing. I'm really not a driver like that. I'm not trying to drive in different weather terrains and different seasons. Like, that ain't me. I just want to stay local, come home every day, make a quick buck, and really just be able to focus on my app and dedicate time on my app. And in the meantime, be able to generate some income. After doing this business for about 1.5 years now, what I like to call this is a layoff proof opportunity. If I get another job and they lay me off, I'm not tripping, because I can always fall back in my cargo van and know I can make me some money. I can pay my bills. I can support my lifestyle. Everything with just the cargo van. Real talk. Went from sleeping in the car, in the parking lot, at Planet Fitness, making sure I could shit, shower, and shave whenever I needed to. Being in a Monte Carlo, bro, we must have got harassed by the laws at least 50 times, dog, in a calendar year. I'm not even joking, bro. At one point, we had the police knock on the window 3 times in one day, just because a nigga was taking a nap at the Wingstop parking lot, or we was sleeping in rich neighborhoods. Like, sometimes a nigga didn't want to sleep in the Planet Fitness parking lot. You know what I'm saying? We was trying to manifest. We was trying to dream big. We was trying to get the vision right. So we got caught up. I'm not gonna lie. We definitely got, and I said harassed because that's how I felt, but it probably is borderline trespassing. Yeah, we was in Beverly Hills in the gated community, parallel parked in front of big crib sleeping. That's probably not wise, but hey, it was a tough journey, bro. It was a tough journey. Like I say, man, I can make a whole video about the LA journey and that experience, man. Actually, I might do that, because boy, I got stories for days. But as far as this video go, bro, yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know, if anything, no matter what your situation is, bro, you can always get it back on track, bro. No matter how far off you veering to the left or right, you can always center yourself. And not only center yourself, bro, you can also go up too, bro. Like, even right now, like $100,000 in corporate America, and then only making $70,000 in the cargo van, I'm actually taking a step back. But I'm also buying back my time. I'm buying back my freedom. And I really feel like going into this next year, 70,000 is my baseline. I really need to double that. There's some things I still got to do, bro. But yeah, that's how I went from staying in my car, making nothing, all the way up to $100,000 salary in the corporate America world, and then backdoor and generating my own $70,000 from my own business. It's just the start, bro. It's just the start. One day or day one. Either one day I'm going to get to it, or today going to be day one. It's your decision.